more teacher dance-offs, and an undefeated sports team at Perry.
All that and more coming up on Pirate Nation News.
Good morning, Pirates. Welcome to this edition of Pirate Nation News.
We hope you enjoyed last week's Spooktacular, but this week we're back to our regular news.
To kick things off, Emily Westfall and Kayla Koss traveled to the Westside Market with Mrs. Gregg's class to get the scoop on this year's early field trip.
Westside Market is Cleveland's oldest owned market. Today, the market is home of over 100 vendors of great ethnic diversity. You can find a variety of many different kinds of foods like meats, fresh vegetables, fresh seafood, bakery goods, dairy, and cheese products. There are also booths that sell ready-to-eat foods, herbs, candy, and nuts. So if you're looking to go out with your family, come to the Westside Market and enjoy the many things they have to offer.
My favorite food was cupcakes. The pizza.
The beef jerky. Gyros.
We go to the market so that the students can see, number one, a live market, and secondly, so that they can actually shop and get some unique and interesting cultural types of foods that we can bring back to Perry.
Students seem to really enjoy that field trip every year. Next up, the annual book fair was taking place down in the elementary school. Our Pirate Nation News crew went over to take a peek at what was going on.
With all the new technology being released recently, the new iPad might be something on your Christmas list. We did some digging to see how it compares with the Nook.
The tablet war just got a bit tougher last week as Apple unveiled its new iPad mini, which goes on sale today. Soon to follow will be the Nook HD from Barnes & Noble and a new Nexus 7 from Google. These new tablets joined the Amazon's Kindle Fire HD. Deciding which one is right for you could be tough as all they have their own selling points. In a recent survey by MashTech, those surveyed said they would purchase the iPad mini over the Nook HD by a 2-to-1 margin. So, we decided to take a look at those two tablets in particular. First off, Amazon went to a lot of trouble to plug the holes in the missing components to make their Nook competitive in this new market. They improved their operating system and their display and added lots of new content, including digital movies purchased from Walmart, and it only weighs 11 ounces. The Nook also has the advantage in price, starting at only $199 for 8 gigabytes of storage. It costs $130 less than the cheapest iPad mini. The Nook HD is also the only tablet with the expandable SD slot. The Nook, however, is missing the cameras found on the iPad mini, but the name brand identity is sometimes enough to get people to pay more of a product. Even with the big price tag, some people are willing to pay extra for the newest Apple gadget. Although not much different than the iPad 3 except in size, the iPad mini is the perfect size to read a novel, but turned sideways makes a great display to watch movies while on the go. And Siri still comes in the new model to help you as your little voice assistant. And all those apps. You still got all those cool little apps to use on the iPad mini. One thing the iPad mini is missing is the Retina display found on the larger iPads. And although the competitors claim the iPad mini only has mono stereo speakers, this has been disputed by Apple, who ensures that it does indeed have stereo speakers. The iPad mini still comes in Wi-Fi only models, and the Wi-Fi plus cellular models, giving you the internet access on the go, can climb in price as high as $659 for the 64 gigabyte model. Also, Apple decided to change the power cord shape, so that means yet another charger is necessary. A final thing to consider is that the iPad mini is 35% larger than the Nook HD. The mini is a 7.9 inches, while the Nook HD is only 7 inches. So, which do you prefer? If price isn't an issue, the iPad may be for you. If you aren't into the name, then the Nook HD could suit you just fine, unless of course you have a need for a camera on your device and want to connect to the internet when those aren't close to a Wi-Fi hotspot. And don't forget those apps.
Our weather and sports reporters had the week off for the Halloween Spooktacular, but they're ready to give you the news that you missed. First, here's Kayla with the weather.
Thanks, Kendra. Here's your 7-day Pirates. Tonight looks like more rain. Sorry, but the weekend is looking dry with only a 20% chance of rain with highs in the 40s. The week should stay fairly dry with a chance of rain on Wednesday. Stay dry for now, Pirates. Here's Emily with your sports.
Thanks, Kayla. I hope you missed the sports report last week, but we got plenty of updates to satisfy you. First, a big congratulations is in order for some of our athletes here at Perry. The 7th and 8th grade girls volleyball teams have gone undefeated their entire season. Great job, girls. It looks like we're going to have some talented athletes join us at the high school. Also, the boys cross country team is state-bound again this year. Take a look at this highlight video from their season along with the girls' season.
Our Perry marching band took a trip to opening night for the Cleveland Cavaliers and was able to perform during the pregame. Take a look at this next video to learn more.
The Cavs called me and they were looking for groups to perform, so we were invited by the Cavs to come perform. It's obviously a neat performance opportunity, a unique performance opportunity that we haven't had before, and it will bring some national exposure because the game will be televised. So it'll be a neat opportunity for everybody. The band will be using songs from our fall marching band season.
At the Cavs game on Tuesday. It was a really fun experience, and being on TV was probably one of the most amazing things that we've ever done. and it was a lot of fun being out on the floor and seeing all the players and everybody up close, and yeah, it was a ton of fun.
Finally, we've got 2 more teachers that are ready to face off in a dance-off again. Be sure to be tweeting us your answers at @PHS_Pirates.
I think they're a pretty good time, but I would have to say Mr. Thomas. Mr. Perry. Probably Mr. Thomas. Say what? Say what? Say what? Say what? Say what? Say what?
And seniors, don't forget to turn in your baby photos to Mosque and senior photos to Mrs. Hunter.
And with that said, have a great weekend and go Pirates!